When I was first brought near this glorious place, I saw an innumerable host of bright attendants, who welcomed me into this blessed place of happiness. And there I saw that perfect and unapproachable light that changes all things into its own nature, for even the souls of the glorified saints are transparent. They are not illuminated by the sun, but by that light that flows with such transparent brightness through these heavenly mansions. It is nothing else but the shining forth of the divine glory. To compare to this glory, the light of the sun is but darkness, and the fire of the most sparkling jewels are but dead coals. Therefore it is called the throne of the glory of God, where the radiance of the divine majesty is revealed in the most illustrious manner. God was too bright for me to look upon, as he was exalted on the high throne of his glory, while multitudes of angels and saints sang forth eternal hallelujahs and praises to him. Well may he be called the God of glory, for by his presence he makes heaven what it is. Rivers of pleasure continually spring forth from the divine presence, and radiate cheerfulness, joy, and splendor to all the blessed inhabitants of heaven, the seat of his eternal empire. For my own part, I was too weak to bear the least ray of glory that shot from the everlasting spring of light, which sat upon the throne. I was forced to cry out to my conductor, "The sight of so much glory is too great for me to bear, yet it is so refreshing and delightful that I would desire to look, though I die." "No, no," said my conductor, "death cannot enter this blessed place, nor sin nor sorrow can abide. It is the glory of this happy place to be forever free from all that is evil, and without that freedom our blessedness even here would be imperfect. Come along with me, and I will bring you to one who is in the body as you are. Talk with him for a while before I take you back again." "Oh, rather," I eagerly said, "let me stay here. There is no need of building tabernacles, for the heavenly mansions are already prepared." My shining messenger replied to this, "Here in a while you shall be forever, but the divine will must first be obeyed." Swift as thought he conveyed me past thousands of angels, and presented me to that great saint, the prophet Elijah. Though he had lived in a world many hundreds of years ago, I knew him at first sight. "Here is one," said my conductor to Elijah, "who by the commission of the imperial throne has been permitted to visit these realms of light, and I have brought him to you to learn from you." "That," said the prophet, "I shall gladly do, for it is our meat and drink in these blessed regions to do the will of God and the Lamb, and to sing his praises, and serve him with the humblest adoration, saying, Blessing and honor, and glory and power be unto him that sits upon the throne, and to the Lamb forever and ever. For he has redeemed us to God by his blood, out of every kindred and tongue, and people and nation, and he has made us unto our God kings and priests. Even so, Amen." And I likewise added my Amen to that of the holy prophet. The prophet then asked me why this great permission and privilege was given to me, by which I understand the saints in heaven are ignorant of what is done on earth. So how can prayers be directed to them? I then told them the events I have already written here, at which the holy prophet broke forth in praise. "Glory forever be given to him that sits on the throne, and to the Lamb, for his unbounding goodness and great condescension to the weakness of a poor and doubting sinner." After this he said, "Now give attention to what I shall speak. What you have already seen and heard, I am sure you cannot make fully understood to those not yet translated to this glorious place, who have not been freed from their earthly bodies. Nor is my being here in the body any objection to what I say, for although it has not been subject to death, yet it has been equally changed. It has been made spiritual, and is no longer able to suffer. Yet in this state of happiness I cannot utter all that I enjoy, nor do I know what shall yet be enjoyed, for our happiness is always new." I then asked the blessed prophet to explain himself. I did not understand how happiness could be complete, yet still be added to. The following was his reply. "When the soul and body are both happy, as mine now are, I count it a complete state of happiness. For throughout all the coming ages of eternity, it is the soul and body joined together in the blessed resurrection state that shall receive this happiness. But concerning the object of our happiness, which is the ever adorable and blessed God, our vision of him is forever new. For as the divine perfections are infinite, nothing less than eternity can be sufficient to display their glory. This makes our happiness eternally added to, as well as our knowledge of Him to be eternally progressive also. Therefore, the Apostle Paul said, "Eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor has it entered into the heart of man to conceive what God has prepared for those who love Him." Yet the human eye has seen many admirable things in nature. It has seen mountains of crystal and rocks of diamonds. It has seen mines of gold and coasts of pearl. Nevertheless, the eye that has seen so many wonders in the world below can never pry into the glories of this triumphant place. And though the ear of man has heard many delightful and harmonious sounds, even all that man and nature could supply him with, yet he has never heard the heavenly melodies which both saints and angels make before the throne. The heart of man is so fine and imaginative that it can conceive almost anything that is, or was, or ever shall be in the world below, or even what shall never be. A man can conceive that every stone on earth shall be turned into pearls, and every blade of grass into the brightest of shining jewels. He can conceive that the whole earth be turned into a mass of pure gold, and the air turned into crystal. He can conceive every star to become as bright as the sun, and the sun to be 1,000 times larger and brighter. But all this is infinitely short of what the Eternal Majesty has prepared for all His faithful followers.